Welcome back to the channel. Federal authorities search for longtime LA gang leader suspected of murder and human trafficking. All right. U.S. authorities are searching for a longtime leader of a Los Angeles street gang who investigators say ran a mafia-like criminal enterprise that included murder, human trafficking, and extortion, while he also worked as an entertainment entrepreneur. Federal prosecutors said Wednesday, and updated news, they have caught the guy. Let's play the video clip.
Updating breaking news just coming into our newsroom. Two fugitives wanted by the FBI, including a longtime accused LA gang leader, now in custody tonight.
Let's get right to Mark Robles, who joins us now with new developments live in the newsroom. Mark?
Yeah, David and Ellen, good evening. We've been following this story throughout the day. Federal officers arrested more than a dozen members tied to the gang known as the Rollin' 60s Neighborhood Crips, though its leader was on the run. Well, within the last 20 minutes, the FBI announcing that man, Eugene Henley Jr., a.k.a. Big U, is now in custody. We have just learned new details that Henley turned himself in. Earlier, Air 7 was overhead as some of the alleged gang members were being processed at the FBI's LA field office. 19 were indicted. The FBI says Henley headed up the local Crips gang for decades. Investigators say that he painted himself as an entertainment executive who's been giving back to the community with various charities, but they say Henley is a violent criminal. A woman who knew him says that he has had a positive impact on the community.
He was incredible, whether it was a 7-year-old child or a 50-year-old former gang member coming out of incarceration. His ability to communicate and relate was.
Look how small this lady's arms are. What kind of footage is this? Look how big her head is. No offense.
Excellent. If these charges are true, because they're still allegations, they are not a done deal. They're allegations. If they're true, then Eugene Henley was somebody who presented two faces to this world.
Charges in this gang bust range from racketeering to murder. A second fugitive the FBI was looking for was also apprehended. The FBI says Henley is from the Hyde Park area of South LA. If convicted, he would face a max sentence of life in federal prison. We are told that he should be in court tomorrow. Live in the newsroom, Mark Robles, ABC 7 Eyewitness News. David, back to you.
Hello, I'm Mark.
Okay, so some updated information there. All right, so 10 gang members were arrested this week, while Henley, 58 years old, and two others are considered fugitives. Now Henley has turned himself in. Henley allegedly masterminded a criminal operation that investigators dubbed the Big U Enterprise. This is the gang right here. And is also suspected of embezzling donations to Developing Options, an anti-gang charity he founded, but which prosecutors say he used as a front for fraudulent purposes and to insulate its members from suspicion by law enforcement. He is suspected in the 2021 killing of an aspiring rap musician who was signed to his recording company, Unique Music. According to prosecutors, the rapper, identified in court documents as RW, just the two initials. I tried looking up the guy. I got nothing, no pictures or anything. But allegedly shot and killed by Henley after he recorded a defamatory song about the gang leader. All right, so with that information being said, I want to show you these amazing connections here that I came across. Okay, and I just put this together quickly. This is the first I heard of this case, or anything to do with this character, I should say. Just yesterday, I put this together real quick. Now I awake from a nap. I guess we're on to the next day now. As I'm recording this, we're on to Thursday, March 20th. So let's go forward here. So we played one video. We'll play another news clip at the end. It's interesting that the guy's name is Big U. And I just got done doing a breakdown, the Big O, known as Oliver Miller, RIP to him, right, as he passed. The Big O, the nickname for Oliver Miller. And I don't know if I can't remember if we got a cause of death with that. I think they said he had cancer or something, but they didn't list, but as his causes of death was unknown, something to that effect. But I'm talking about the Big O and his death. And then not long after, we get a guy named the Big U, or Big U, now turning himself into authorities, this leader of this criminal enterprise, they say. Right? What's up with that? Okay, and when you watch this channel, I'm going to show you some of these connections by the numbers. All right, they mention trafficking. And I know trafficking in the reverse cipher, when you apply Z is 1, A is 26, that method with the alphabet and the language. Look at trafficking, you get 193 right there. That is the 44th prime number. They say murder, guns are involved here, right? As well as the trafficking. Okay, but the 193 with trafficking, the 44th prime number, shooting equals 44. Kill equals 44. And look at Wednesdays associated with this article. Federal prosecutors said Wednesday. You see that? Wednesday equals 44. LA connection here. Los Angeles street gang. LA equals 4. You see that? And 44 is like 4. Notice how Wednesday's got 37 like shooting. You know what? I think Los Angeles might have 37 as well. As we go on the fly here, let me make sure I have a calculator set up. Let's type in Los Angeles. Look, Los Angeles has 37. Okay, LA Street Gang, the Rolling 60s, connected. Look at Los Angeles has 37 right there, okay? Again, just like shooting and just like Wednesday. Not to mention all these 44s right there. And wow, because Wednesday was the 19th day of the 3rd month. I should have had that right there, but I don't know. Maybe I didn't. Wednesday was the 19th day of the 3rd month right there. 193. All right. Now, human trafficking. Right here. 271 in the reverse cipher. 271 is the 58th prime number This gang leader, age 58. Now, if you're age 58, you're in your 59th year of life. Trafficking equals 59. Just simply trafficking by itself, 59. Okay, and this guy's real name, you see his last name, Henley, right there. Let me grab his full name out of the article real quick. I forgot it. Right here, and let me zoom in a little bit. Eugene Henley Jr., known as Big U. Okay? One of 18 members of the Rollin' 60s neighborhood Crips charged in a federal complaint with a litany of federal crimes, including drug trafficking, conspiracy, firearms offenses, the U.S. Attorney's Office said in a statement. So, Eugene, all right? So, that's some nice connections so far, all right? Now, look, I've been thinking about Suge Knight as I've been doing the research on this story, because don't you think they're similar characters? Right? Don't you think they're similar characters? Look at Suge Knight, Marion Hugh Knight Jr. Okay, so they're both juniors. They're both connected to music, right? They're both connected to the LA area. Look at Marion Hugh Knight Jr. Hugh, like human trafficking. Hugh sounds like Big U. You see that? Marion Hugh Knight Jr., human trafficking, Big U. You see that? And again, they're both juniors. One's connected to the Crips. Suge Knight connected to the Bloods. But, I guess if you're connected to one gang, you're probably connected to another in some way. And don't forget, connected, Big U connected, they said, to a rapper who was killed. Suge Knight connected to a rapper that was killed. Possibly a couple here. Right? Remember he gave the interview on how he thinks Eazy-E was taken out? Go check that if you want. Okay, but he's connected to this Tupac death as well. Shout out to Richard West. I saw your short video, bud, and you might see I commented on it, because the 19th day of the third month, right? And Tupac, he ended up passing the 9th month and the 13th day, right? So you get those same numbers. So you're on to something there, bud. Okay? How about that? Hugh, Big U, human trafficking. Even Henley's got H like human trafficking. Okay? And who knows? So these are just the patterns that hit, right? These are patterns that hit. It doesn't really necessarily mean Suge Knight was involved in, he's currently locked up, isn't he? So you get that connection with these characters as well. It doesn't mean he's locked up for as serious of charges as this, but it's interesting. And, you never know, right? They could be just giving us the truth in a different form. Again, they're connected to rap musicians, but Suge Knight isn't suspected of the 2021 killing, or excuse me, of the killing of Tupac back in 96. You know what's amazing? This guy, Big U, you see him with the N right there on his hat. He's suspected of in the killing of the 2021 aspiring rap musician, RW. That's 25 years after Tupac's shooting death. And we're in the year 25 now, 2025. Notice how there's a Las Vegas connection here. The rapper identified in court documents as RW was allegedly shot and killed by Henley after he recorded a defamatory song about the gang leader at a Las Vegas studio. Don't forget, Tupac was shot in Las Vegas. Ah. And it said it says RW's body was found in a ditch off Interstate 15 in the Nevada desert. What are the chances you get that Las Vegas connection as well? They mention this guy is an intimidating businessman, gang leader, connected to this rapper. And how does that not make you think of Suge Knight? How does it not? He might have other connections as well, because isn't that Nipsey Hussle's gang, if I'm not mistaken? And it's not a coincidence Suge Knight's birthday is right around the corner. All right? And this date, Wednesday, March 19th, Suge Knight's got the 19th day birthday, but it's the next month, April, right around the corner. Notice how Suge Knight is age 59. Remember, trafficking 59. Big U, 59th year of life. With that connection, don't forget that, right? And I didn't catch any 60s with the gang, the rolling 60s here. That's pretty close with the 59, right? And that's interesting that it's in the blue cipher, as the Crips are known for the color blue, right? And you know, it's all about divide, politics, gang politics, re-bloodlikins, Democrips. You know what I'm saying? Now, it was also a 4-week, 4-day span from this article connected with Wednesday, right? That's when they're letting us know about this Wednesday. It's the date they give us in the article, Wednesday. From that day to Suge Knight's birthday, you see the double 19s, right? 4-week, 4-day span. Notice how Suge Knight's birthday, the 109th day of the year, Los Angeles equals 109. And they said 19 indicted, right? Look at the 4-week, 4-day span. Wednesday to Suge Knight's birthday. Remember the 44s earlier? Shooting, kill, and Wednesday. LA 4, 44th prime number 193. Wednesday was 193, 19th day of the third month. Trafficking 193. You see that? Okay. And doesn't shooting equal 109 on the fly? Shooting equals 109, as well as the 44 and the 37. You see that? Shooting 109. Look, it's the reverse cipher. How about that? Even 107 is 17. You see? You see the 1 and the 7 in there? Shooting 107 like 17. And remember, 19 indicted, shooting 109, chaos equals 19. Shooting 107, kill equals 17. Like 107. And you see that 44. Again, like shooting. Notice you're seeing the other numbers as well. Right? Okay? Even look, sacrifice 107 like 17. And there's probably some that I'm missing there. You can't deny these connections. Okay? You cannot deny these connections. Even that rapper here. Again, I couldn't find pictures on him. The rapper RW, they say that was killed, connected to Big U, an aspiring rapper. Look at, he connects with LA. RW, he goes by. 41 like LA. 14 like LA. Dead equals 14 in 2 ciphers. LA's got 13, RW 13 in 2 ciphers. I put the question mark because there's no picture on the guy as he was an aspiring rapper. They just mention him. So, they don't got nothing to back up that claim. It's just put out there, right? And, we don't know if these are just actors. We don't know if Big U's an actor, if he's a real character. We don't know if he's even a real person. You know what I'm saying? Okay? So that's my breakdown. Let's play this other. He's now turned in. He's turned himself in. They said he could face life. Let's play this other clip.
Updating breaking news just coming into our newsroom. 2 fugitives.
Is this the one that I already played?
And in fact, we're following several breaking news stories at this hour. We begin with that South LA man who the feds say used taxpayer money and donations to fund gang activities. In the past hour, we've learned that.
Notice how it's News Channel 4. When LA equals 4, shooting 44, Wednesday 44, kill 44. And then that 44th prime, 193 to sync up with Wednesday, the 19th day of the 3rd month.
To fund gang activities. In the past hour, we've learned that Eugene Henley Jr. and Brian Mejia were taken into custody. Henley Jr. is a longtime leader of the Rolling 60s Crips, according to the FBI. But in recent years, he worked in entertainment and ran a youth charity that the acting U.S. attorney now says was a front for his criminal enterprise.
And look at how you
NBC4
get next to the guy's name. Look how you get M.A. It looks like R. Maybe another gang member. But remember, Suge Knight's got the Marion name, M.A.R. That's just interesting.
Front for his criminal enterprise. NBC4's Camilla Rambaldi live in downtown LA with the very latest developments on this. Camilla?
Now, hi, Colleen. 19 defendants in total in connection to this criminal enterprise. At least 2 of them appeared in federal court earlier today. And now, as you mentioned, Eugene Henley and another fugitive are now in custody tonight in connection to this case. A known community activist and founder of a youth nonprofit in South LA now facing federal charges.
A career criminal known as Big U.
Eugene Henley is accused of being a longtime leader of the Rolling 60s Crips street gang. Federal prosecutors say Henley ran a criminal enterprise and is accused of a number of crimes, including racketeering, human trafficking, fraud, and the 2021 murder of a musician.
He has maintained the image of an entertainment industry entrepreneur running a music label, and of somebody who gives back to the community here in Los Angeles. The facts alleged in the complaint paint a very different picture. It is one of a murderer, a thief, a liar.
Federal authorities say there
Sounds
are
like a
other alleged
politician.
gang members facing charges they say are connected to the criminal enterprise. A number of arrests
Look,
were
there's
made
a
this
rapper
week.
right
These
there. Look,
sketches
isn't that a rapper, Brick Baby? Look, Brick Baby. Right? And there may be other rappers involved here as well. I think that that's a rapper, Brick Baby. Let me know if I'm mistaken.
enterprise. A number of arrests were made this week. These sketches show two defendants, Sylvester Robinson and Mark Martin, in federal court Wednesday afternoon.
4 of the 19 defendants were already in custody, and 10 defendants
That's Suge Knight's birthday. 419.
were already in custody.
Arrests were made this week. These sketches show two defendants, Sylvester Robinson and Mark Martin.
And don't forget, Suge Knight's got that 4th month birthday. LA 4, shooting, kill, Wednesday 44.
In federal court Wednesday afternoon.
4 of the 19 defendants were already in custody, and 10 defendants were taken into custody in the last 24 hours.
Court documents also state Henley fraudulently obtained funding from the city of Los Angeles through the Gang Reduction Youth Development Foundation. Henley was the founder behind the nonprofit developing...
Suge Knight was a football player too, and they're showing football players here, man.
...options that help support at-risk youth.
Mr. Henley duped the county of Los Angeles by running a nonprofit named Developing Options, which was set up to pull youth out of the gang life and promote anti-gang.
Man, okay, so that's a long video. We're not going to play all of that. Suge Knight. And Suge Knight connected with prison and connected with these rappers. Look at how Suge Knight is trending. Accused of defrauding Death Row co-founder. That sounds like a bullying tactic, doesn't it? 11 hours ago. Yahoo. What are the odds? He's not necessarily trending all the time, y'all. Look at that. And look, it's on the 19th day of the 3rd month. Again, the 44th prime number, 193. All connected with this story. Big U. Hugh is Suge Knight's name. Hugh, Marion Hugh Knight. Human trafficking. It's all with the language. I'm not saying that he has those charges. And look, a jaw-dropping $107 million lawsuit. You see that? Shooting 107. All connected with this other case with Big U. You know what I'm saying? Kill 17. Come on, right? You know what I'm saying? Come on. And they give us all these other paragraphs. There's another 19 right there. Okay? And that's what it is. Let me know what you think of the connection. Shout out to you, Richard West, as well. This all connects to what you were hitting on in that short video. Go check out Richard West's channel. Link is on this homepage. Federal authorities, I guess this search is over as he turns himself in. Longtime LA gang leader, Big U, Eugene Henley Jr., suspected of murder and human trafficking, connected to the Rollin 60s neighborhood Crips gang. Okay? Until next time, shout out to y'all. Shout out to AI. Peace.